What's up guys, Johnny with The Drift here, and today I'm going to take you on a day of some backcountry fishing of a small creek, small stream. We're fishing for different types of species of trout. We're using a 9'5" weight, so let's see what we can get into. As I made my way down to the creek, I wanted to test out, see if there was any fish in there. As you can see, first one or two casts in the stream here in this little pool I found, and it held some fish. I hadn't even seen them feeding here yet, but it just looked like it held fish, and clearly it did. This was a nice little cutthroat that I found here. Using a dry dropper system, I just want to make sure I covered, the top water as well as the nymphs underneath. So I was using, I believe, a Dave's hopper on top and then a pheasant tail on bottom on this particular day. It was a beautiful day on the stream. But caught this fish. You can see I released it here, and once we got it released, I wanted to see if there was any other fish here holding in this pool. So I watched it for a little bit after I released this one, and I did see some feeding. So after I released this one, I threw it back out there, and you can see what happened. I absolutely hate this net, so soon replaced right after this trip. After I get untangled here, so again, started fishing the bottom of the pool here, working my way up, seeing if there's anything hanging at the bottom of this pool right before it starts to riffle. And you see I just missed one right there, right at the bottom of that pool. And this one at that time was spooked, so I took a few steps forward to see if I can fish underneath that willow. Kind of hard to cast under there, but I took my eye right off of the fly. And if you ever want to catch a fish, just stop looking at your fly for a second. As you can see, I looked at a grasshopper or something, and as I did that, unbeknownst to me, my fly was eaten by this trout. So I wrangled this one in real quick. And this was a brookie, if I recall correctly. Very nice little fish, though. And again, these fish were really hungry on this day. This being the first day, first time me ever fishing this stream, I was really excited to see this many fish feeding here. I didn't see another fisherman all day. Hardly saw any boot marks, and this is the type of fishing I like to do. So if you enjoy any small stream, small creek fishing way in the backcountry, definitely subscribe for some more videos. I have plenty of more coming out. I moved up the stream a little bit, got a better vantage point. I could see this big beaver pond. Couldn't fish the bottom of it as the willows were too thick. So I made my way over to the side of this pool, and I caught a really, really nice pine tree here. You can see it's about a 12-footer, probably my best tree of the day. If you look at the bottom right hand of the screen, you can see me spooking all of these fish here. This beaver pond was just filled with fish, probably hundreds of them. But I spooked those, so I moved to the beginning of this beaver pond, and this is honestly where you catch a lot of fish, is just at the first couple corners before the beaver pond. As you can see, I missed one right there on my third or fourth cast in this corner. I saw him feeding here, so I said I'm going to give it a couple more tries, see if I could pull one out. So a few more casts in there at the edge of that corner right there. And as you can see, I hooked that one right there, and this was a nice German brown, if I recall. And I was trying to pull him out of that corner just so he didn't spook the other fish in there, because again, I saw 2 or 3 fish rising in there. So pulled him out of that corner, and then finally got him into the net. Really clear water. I love fishing water like this. There's a nice underwater release of that German brown. Probably about a 13-inch, 14-inch fish. So not too bad, especially for a smaller stream up here. Started my GoPro too late for this one, so hooked another fish out of that corner. Another German brown about the same size. So I was holding some good-sized fish, consistently good-sized fish in here. So that was nice to see. Had to catch a quick break. My arms were getting tired from reeling all these fish, so eating some lunch. And I was just taking a break here and watching the water, seeing what the fish were doing, see if they were still feeding on top, on bottom. And after this quick little break, I got up, and this just shows how good the fishing really was this day. I didn't see any fish rising in this corner at all, but I just wanted to see if I can throw my fly out there, see if there was anything in there, because it looked like it held some nice fish. So I got up to the side of the creek, and I believe it was my third cast. Yes, third cast, I think, as you can see here. just to get into that channel back there along where that dead willow is, where that current's rushing. And boom, right there on that third cast, pulled a fish right out of there. And the fishing was just excellent this day. Pulled this little guy here into the shallows, so it would be easier for me to get him into the net. So I finally pulled this fish out of there, got him unhooked, got him released so he can swim off, and I started to make my way back downstream, back to the truck. I wanted to go to a place where there was less willows as it was getting really thick in there. So I moved downstream, and you can see in these next couple of shots just how open it was right here. Again, same stream here, a little bit wider, and I saw a fish feeding in this calm corner, and I hooked him probably 2 or 3 times, but I think I was either ripping the hook out of his mouth, I was just setting the hook too fast. Either that or my fly was a little too big for him. He was a smaller fish and he just couldn't envelop it. So you'll see here that I missed him a couple times. There was once right there, but kept fishing, went down a couple corners, and then arrived upon this corner here, a nice deep slow corner, and I ended up hooking a nice German brown out of here. It was a great great fish. Didn't really get a good release on him, a video of it, so you can't really check that out. But again, if you guys enjoy these type of videos, I have more of these small creek, small stream fly fishing, some backcountry fishing coming out where I test some gear as I use it out on the stream and the river. Also check out my channel for some other gear reviews I currently have on there. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you'd like to see anything else, and hope you guys have a good rest of your day.